Coming up on today's show, we are talking nearly a dozen different things just to make you smile. From fresh baked sweets to a place that allows you to play with paint. And we're going inside what may be the most unique bookstore in Northeast Ohio. Are you all ready for some fun? New Day Cleveland starts right now. Welcome to New Day Cleveland. I am Natalie Herbeck. Thank you for being with us today. All right, get ready to relax and enjoy this next hour. You know those places that really make you smile as soon as you walk in the door? Well, that is our focus today, from sweets to boutiques and really everything in between. We are starting off in Akron at a place that allows you to just lose yourself in creativity. This is Street Craftery.
Here at Street Craftery, we are a DIY studio. We are your destination for DIY and splatter painting. You can sort of chart your own journey. You can pick a project and customize it with the colors, the fragrances, or the style that you want. Even ribbons and things like that. You can totally customize it to fit your space or your personal taste. And we help you through that process. We have all the tools, all the supplies. All you have to do is bring yourself and your creative mind and leave the rest to us. We offer splatter painting, of course. Everybody loves that. In addition to that, we offer candle making, where you come in, you pick your vessel or your candle, holder, and then you decide upon the fragrances that you want. There's all kinds of fun add-ins like adding florals and hydro dipping it to personalize it even more. You can do cement art, which we teach our guests how to mix and pour their own cement vessels and even paint them and hydro dip those as well. We do a little bit of pour painting and wood-based projects as well. So if you can think it, we can do it. You don't necessarily need an appointment. We actually encourage our guests to walk in. So we're situated right downtown Akron on Main Street. So there's always people, heading off to lunch or, going for a walk or things like that, hanging out with friends and loved ones. So oftentimes they'll come in, stop in, make a project, a candle, a cement vessel, whatever it is they want to make that day. Go enjoy lunch or the ball game, go enjoy drinks with their friends, and then come back in a couple hours and pick it up. I have been sewing and crafting my whole life. During the pandemic, I actually started making face masks, and the requests started coming in faster than I could handle them on my own. So I started hiring Black women who have been displaced from work for one reason or another due to the pandemic. And I trained them, I hired them as contractors and trained them. Some of these women did not know how to sew at all. And I learned through that process how much I loved teaching the craft, and eventually the requests kept coming in, so we started looking for our own studio, and here we are, downtown Akron. It is so amazing to start with a vision, really a little seed, and to see that thing grow and become an actual place where people can come. Street Craftery is a place that offers healing, that offers togetherness. It's a place for bonding. It's a place for making new friends. It's a place where people have come in and didn't have any confidence in their crafting abilities and have left with some of the most beautiful things in the whole class. So it's really amazing to have this vision come to life and to come in here every single day. I run here. It's really a gift to myself and to the community.
Street Craftery is in the heart of downtown Akron. Now from there to a Cleveland neighborhood we go for something on the sweeter side. You'll find bakeries, sandwiches, and more at the Honey Birch Bakehouse.
Hey, how are you? Nice to see everyone. We have blueberry scones and then just like a sugary sprinkle scone. The Honey Birch Bakehouse is a bakery inspired by what me and my wife Renee love to do, which is bake delicious, fun goods and not put ourselves in a box. A lot of the recipes came from my wife just enjoying to bake. Reading books, reading my old culinary books, bread books, just, cookbooks just in general, and then spending a lot of time in the kitchen just baking and, enjoying the food. So we make super fluffy scones. We do everything from savory scones, we do a jalapeno cheddar scone, to sweet scones. Today we have a super sugary vanilla scone. It's almost like a birthday cake. And then of course just the traditional fruit scones. So our cardamom knots and cinnamon knots, they're a spiced yeast dough that rise overnight. In the morning we fill them with butter, sugar, and then either cinnamon or cardamom. And then after baking, we either glaze them with a cardamom glaze or, you know, a nice vanilla cinnamon glaze.
Yeah, 2 burrata, please.
Growing up, we had something called a burrata in the house all the time, which is essentially, it's a hand pie made from either phyllo dough or puff pastry. Every Monday we come in, we spend 6-7 hours making the puff pastry for the week, laminating it all day, and then we make both sweet and savory concoctions. We wanted to have sandwiches here also, so we also wanted to make our own bread. So we make baguettes, and we make like an Italian style loaf, and then on Thursdays and Fridays we do challah. I just wanted to do a really simple sandwich menu that has all the things that we like on it, and just to keep it simple and tasty and fresh. So we did a, you know, Italian style, what we call the Lucca, which is like a New Orleans style muffaletta sandwich, a tuna sandwich, and a vegetarian vegan style sandwich, as well as a special sandwich every day just to kind of mix it up. In addition, we also are doing the more like French traditional baguette sandwich, so just like a ham and butter baguette or Gruyere cheese, you know, you can add to it. We also do a green apple, spreadable brie, and Dijon mustard baguette every day. One of the big reasons we chose Larchmere was because we really wanted a neighborhood. We wanted to be in a neighborhood, we wanted to be part of a neighborhood, and with the amount of families and walking traffic and new apartments and, you know, duplexes, we wanted people to not have to go to Shaker Square to, you know, to the grocery store and not have to get in their car. So we do local eggs, local farm fresh milk, cheeses, pickles, as well as some really fun imported and domestic tinned fishes, things that go really well with our breads. So you can come in, you can get a baguette, you can get, you know, maybe some sardines, and toast up that baguette and kind of just have an appetizer just from coming to our bakery. It's really fun to come in early in the morning and kind of just like get zen in the kitchen, you know, kind of do what we do every day, get better at it every day. And then of course, when that first customer comes in and needs a cup of coffee and a pastry, we like being the beginning of that day.
Honey Birch Bakehouse is located in Cleveland's Larchmere neighborhood. Such a quaint little spot. All right, how about something to add a little green to your life? Well, you can check out Leaf Home and Blooms.
Leaf Home and Blooms is a more modern take on a flower shop. So we got a lot of our inspiration from European old world flower shops, but then more of a urban inspired modern vibe, and tapped into a lot of different categories such as kitchen, home decor, bath and body, jewelry. I originally started working in horticulture when I was very young, running around greenhouses next to my grandparents' house. I do think a designer can tap into lots of different aspects of design. So, you know, our focus is floral design, but we curate lots of looks with lots of materials. So, you know, that includes plants, that includes ceramics or wall art or any other aspect of design. We are also unique in the way that we hand make all of our soaps, bath salts, candles. So those are all made right in-house upstairs. It's a separate company. We use all natural ingredients, and that's one of our other really special featured products. When we're out doing buying trips, I'm bringing back things that I want to share with Akron, but we do think it's important to feature a good percentage of our own Akron product. Leaf Home and Blooms is a flower shop as well as a gift shop. So we do and design tons of everyday flowers for delivering, and we do weddings, events, and design for those as well. We offer European hand-wrapped bouquets, so that's one of our primary offerings that people just walk in and grab, you know, whether they're on their way to a date or they just want some fresh flowers at home. We actually have a farm 30 minutes south of here where we grow 40% to 50% of our own flowers. Each year the farm has been growing right along with Leaf, so it's been really enjoyable to see both of those things grow together. About 40% of our product here at Leaf Home and Blooms is permanent. So we have them, people know that they can come back and get it, you know, at most times of the year and whatnot. But then 60% of our stuff is changing and, you know, growing, whether it's seasonally or yearly. It's really fun to, you know, move with the trends and markets, but like stay true to a lot of the core basics of good design. Colors of product might change, you know, with what people are really enjoying right now, but a lot of those elements are still the same.
Well, there you have it. Leaf Home and Bloom is located on West Market Street in Akron. All right, still to come, shop for a cause, how each purchase makes a big difference. In the mood to do a little shopping? I know I am. So we're gonna head to Ashland right now, where every purchase you make gives back to a bigger cause. This is Fig and Oak.
Fig and Oak is a gift shop with unique home goods and gift items. We try to have a little bit of something for everyone. Everything in our store goes back to various charities and causes. So that's kind of our primary mission here. That's what our tagline, Shop with Purpose, means. We love to see the men come in and actually have a place where they can browse while the wives are shopping. That's one of the things that we really pride ourselves in. We have several different items. We have a lot of different men's bath and body care. We have some different quirky hot sauces, some different multi-purpose tools. The Fig and Oak, we are a husband and wife team. So when we were trying to come up with our name, I had come up with Fig because I felt like it represented like the girly, gifty side of the store, and I like figs. And my husband came up with Oak because he loves to do woodworking, so he came up with Oak, and actually Fig and Oak is our signature. So my signature is Fig, and his handwriting is Oak. We really do try to have very unique items, so we do have some different home decor items that hopefully you just won't find just anywhere. Most of the things do give back, but not everything, because some of the things are just fun and we love the look and the style of the products. And so when you check out here at Fig and Oak, we give you a little coin or a token, a wood chip, and you place it into one of our 3 charity boxes, and that way your purchase will give back to whichever charity our customers can relate with or feel passionate or moved to give back to. I feel like everybody wants to make a difference, and we try to allow a way that each one of us can give back in a small way, and when we all do our little bit, it comes out to be a whole lot. We are located downtown Ashland on Main Street. Just recently, our downtown has really had a great movement in restoration and a lot of different businesses coming in, and there's been a lot more action down here. So it's been super exciting and fun to be part of the growth down here, to be just part of the excitement. I think that Ashland is super, super friendly and super fun town to come down and make a day of it. There's great restaurants, there's wonderful shops down here. I feel like it's Ashland is someplace special, and I feel like hopefully this is a shop that stands out.
Fig and Oak is located in Ashland, and you can learn more about the causes the shop is supporting online. All right, how about a little bit of a pick-me-up? Well, you can get your caffeine fix in Worcester. Check it out.
Medium roast, almond milk. All right. Whipped is a vegan, gluten-free, soy, nut, and dairy-free coffee concentrate that you make Dalgona coffee with. Whipped is not brewed, because brewing brings in dilution, acidity, and bitterness, which are 3 things that a lot of people do not like about coffee. Whipped changes all of that. We don't have any coffee makers, and as you can tell, I have to point this out, you don't smell coffee in here, right? Because it's not a coffee shop, it's a coffee experience. This is whipped coffee. Whipped coffee is vegan, it is gluten-free, soy-free, and nut-free. The concentrate literally looks like ice cream, but it's not ice cream. So basically it's made with a simple syrup, coffee simple syrup. And you can either whisk it with your hand, or you can use a hand blender, or you can use our Pretty Little Redhead or whatever KitchenAid you have, you can do it that way. So it's a very easy concept, but it is completely fascinating, and the experience is like none other. I'll take a little bit of ice, add the flavor. This is the fun part. 1, 2. So you get a very good serving of coffee. Heath bar goes on top. See how fast that was? So we offer 3 different roasts. We offer a medium roast, which is the highest in caffeine. We offer a dark roast, which is lower, and we offer a caffeine-free. So the medium roast is going to have the octane, if you will. Dark roast is going to be a little bit richer and bolder in flavor, but it has a little less caffeine because the beans are roasted longer. So we have over 30 flavors to choose from. So you can do anything you want with your coffee. You don't have to. The great thing about whipped coffee is you don't have to flavor it. So if you don't want a flavor, you don't have to put a flavor in it. You can also put popping bubbles. You can put coffee jelly, which is another street food, but it's Japanese. So it's like a Japanese coffee jelly. You can put that in, and you can put toppers on. We have Snickers, Reese's Cups, Heath bar. We have all kinds of different toppings to put on. And so you can create your coffee from scratch. Whipped Dalgona coffee is the only one of its kind in the United States. There is no other coffee shop like this in the United States. I'm very proud of that.
Whipped is located on West Liberty Street in Worcester. I hear it's a lot of fun there, always. All right, still to come, a downtown destination, what may be one of the most unique bookshops in the area.
Road trips, recipes, and much more. Go to fox8.com and click on the New Day Cleveland tab.
We are mixing up our day with a trip to Louisville. You can stock up on sweets for you and your dog at In the Mix Bakery.
In the Mix Bakery is a small family-owned business. I am the owner. My mom also works here with me. We do just different things, cupcakes, cookies, weddings, just a different assortment of pastries. I just always baked in the kitchen with my mom when I was little, and we just loved being together, spending that time together. And then I went to pastry school in Louisville, Kentucky, and then I worked at a couple different bakeries in the area, and then just decided that I wanted to be my own boss. So my mom and I, we always used my grandma's recipes. My grandma was also in the kitchen with us when I was younger, and we carry those recipes into the bakery now today. It's just nice to have family traditions carry down into something that you can come in and buy every day. We do a cookies and cream as well, so it's like a vanilla cake with Oreo crumbs mixed into the batter itself. For our cupcakes, we do a bunch of different flavors. We typically have like 9 to 12 flavors in the case every week. We have anything from your typical vanilla, chocolate, and then we do different crazy flavors every week. We do a peanut butter money mix, we do chocolate raspberry, lemon strawberry, different things, just fun, different combinations. We also do dog cupcakes. We call them our pup cakes. We do full size and minis for big dogs or small dogs. Our cookies are a large cookie, but not just large in the diameter size, but they're very plump cookies. I just think it's boring to go into a bakery and get small cookies, so we try to do everything large and fun and special. Our chocolate chip cookies are actually one of customer favorites. They're just gooey on the inside, but crunchy on the outside, so it's a perfect chocolate chip cookie in my opinion. The lemon lavender shortbread's another one of our very popular items.
Those are the mini, that's the size of the mini.
Yep.
Okay.
And we do the 3-inch cheesecakes. Different flavors from your classic cheesecake to a strawberry topped, peanut butter, funfetti, Oreo, red velvet. They're very popular with all the customers. People love seeing the little cheesecakes in the case when they come in. We also do wedding cakes. We have typically 1 to 4 weddings a weekend. Keeps us very busy. We deliver, we set it all up for you. We do anything from a single tier wedding cake to a full dessert bar, cookies, mini pies, anything that you have in mind. If you're not in the mood for sweets, we do have pepperoni rolls. That's our only savory item that we carry, but they are very popular across all of our customers that come in. Anything else, my dear? People should make the trip to Louisville to come see us because we carry the tradition of family recipes down into the bakery so that you can come and get them on a regular basis.
In the Mix Bakery is located on East Main Street in Louisville. From there, we are heading to downtown Cleveland. Tucked away inside of the 5th Street Arcades is a bookshop with a unique selection of titles.
Clevo Books is a publishing company and a bookstore. The publishing company focuses on translating works from the German language region into English, and we focus on literature that is particularly of interest where cultural identity is concerned. And the bookshop is a retail shop that focuses on books in translation from around the world. I usually try and let people know exactly what our specialty is when they walk in so that they can formulate questions if they have them. We carry just about every genre you'd expect to find in any bookstore, just that it's organized around the fact that it's translated rather than around the genre. We have most of our new releases on the tables: graphic novels, literature, young adult, through children's literature is here. We've got a lot of graphic novels in translation over here. We've organized everything on the shelves by language from which it was translated. And we've got 2 carousels on which we've managed to focus on science fiction or dystopian fiction. And then in the back there, we have the mystery and noir. We can help you find some author in here that might compare to an author you like that writes in English, or share with us your favorite reads of the last year and we'll help you find something that you'll enjoy. We found that people are very interested in connecting with their heritage. We find that readers of English are very interested in stories from other languages. You can learn about different cultures than your own, and by doing so, you can compare it to your own, and it helps you understand your own that much better. I have been really impressed with the reception that we've gotten, and I have absolutely loved having conversations with people who come in, not just about books, but about the local area, about the world itself. A lot of people are very interested in foreign culture, and when they find out that I speak German or that my associate here is from Germany, they have so much to say about their own experiences abroad or the experiences that they've learned about from other people that are close to them. And it's just been wonderful.
Clevo Books is located inside of the 5th Street Arcades, again, right in the heart of downtown Cleveland. And still to come, the shop that celebrates the many talents of Northeast Ohio's artisans and makers. Advantage of how talented Northeast Ohio is and maybe bring home a one-of-a-kind creation from a local maker. You can shop till you drop at Made Cleveland.
Made Cleveland is essentially a marketplace for local creative entrepreneurs. Here in this space specifically, what we've done is create a department store to highlight all of the amazing things that you can find in the region. We have over 120 different vendors, and we have everything from food to furniture and in between. So when you think about everything that you would find in a big box store, we have that. We have so many amazing products, and we're just getting started. We have jams from the Home Pantry, mustards from Old Brooklyn, and we also source a lot of products from the Overland Food Hub, which is a local nonprofit that helps to distribute food and create a direct-to-consumer pathway for burgeoning farms and food entrepreneurs. We have a pretty focused line of apparel currently, but we're excited to build on that. We have some of our favorites. We have Rocky D3, Soakley Tees, and we even have merchandise from the Grog Shop, which is one of our favorite local venues. We also have a really great line of beauty products, skin, lotions, all that good stuff. Revival, Venus and Aquarius Apothega, Botanics, and White Squirrel Clayworks. Accessories, again, some of our local faves. We've got Odyssey and Oddities just right behind me. We also have Elizabeth Fiber Arts, who creates beautiful headbands. We have Sulit Creations, Sugar for Brains. The list goes on. Shopping local is actually a really great way to focus on sustainability. It reduces the carbon footprint that it takes to get from the product to you. But we also have a partnership with Little Spark Refill Shop that helps reduce plastic consumption and gives you access to products with ingredients you can pronounce. We have an art gallery. The current installation is with Light Up Labs. Again, another artist that focuses on sustainability, but incorporates a little bit of whimsy and nostalgia into their lighting creations that they make. Every time you spend $1 on a local business, 67 cents stays in the community. And there's a multiplier effect on that too, because the vendors are purchasing their materials and oftentimes they're purchasing them from local businesses as well. So it just creates this very circular economy and helps to grow and support locally. I feel very strongly that we have a little something for everyone. You know, we're still getting our sea legs, so a lot of what we have right now is walk-in traffic. But we have people who are walking in and saying, oh, I need a gift for somebody, and I found the perfect thing.
Made Cleveland is located in Cleveland Heights, and you can follow the shop online for upcoming events and opportunities to go and meet those incredible makers. All right, from there to Middleburg Heights we go for a breath of fresh air. This is Metamorphic Planting Company.
This is an Alocasia Silver Dragon. This is one of the most popular Alocasia due to the different colors within the plant. This is told to be a tropical plant, but actually they do very well in normal household conditions without being acclimated. Metamorphic Planting Company is two niches come together, so we have houseplants and then we have metaphysical crystals. My grandfather gave me my first houseplant multiple years ago, and since then I just learned to propagate plants myself. Realized I didn't need 100 of the same plant in my house, so then I started selling locally. I did become a licensed nursery and dealer stock in the state of Ohio after that. It was just a side job. I am actually an HR generalist by degree, and then I decided that I didn't really want to work corporate life anymore, and I had enough following to then become a brick and mortar. I try to stay with uncommon plants, not necessarily rare, but just uncommon, you know, ones that you don't find in big box stores, ones that you don't find at the big scale nurseries. The biggest difference between my store and like a nursery for houseplants is that in a nursery, things are actually grown outside. They're grown in greenhouses. So when you buy them and you take them home, it is very possible that they can go into shock and not like the environment that they're in. Here, I grow and raise everything, even stuff that I get through my local wholesaler. We all grow inside. We grow under artificial lighting. We grow in windows that would duplicate the same lighting that you have at home. try to focus on philodendron and syngoniums. Both are part of the aroid family. A lot of them are imported from Indonesia. I have a couple of people I import from Puerto Rico. Most of them are rainforest type plants. It takes quite a bit to be able to propagate them successfully, and it takes a little bit of a different environment to actually keep them alive and thriving in a household setting. This one is a Neon robusta syngonium. So this is also called an arrowhead plant in common terms because of the shape of the leaves. Syngoniums range anywhere from a $2 plant all the way up to probably a $600 plant, depending on the rarity of it specifically. So this is a variegated Philodendron domesticum. This is going to be one of the rare ones. I actually imported the mother plant out of Indonesia. None of these were actually grown overseas. The cuts that I make and the plants that my customers get are all grown, here in Ohio, either at my store, at my house. I like it for aesthetic purposes, personally. I have 2 plant rooms in my house, literally rooms that are just full of plants, but I also have them spread out through my house. So like the most common one is any of the plants that vine. Because you could theoretically put them anywhere. You can hang them in windows, you can hang them on your walls, you can put them on a side table and let them vine. It just gives it a more cozy feeling, in my opinion, and a more natural approach than having just a bunch of, knickknacks and stuff everywhere. I just love watching them grow. A lot of my customers actually prefer to receive baby plants because they love the same thing as well. And with baby plants, you could sell higher end plants a lot cheaper because there's less work that have gone into them at that point. So it's kind of like the same thing for a grower and a customer. We all just like watching them grow.
Metamorphic Planting Company also has an entire room that is dedicated to crystals. Pretty neat. Still to come, we're shopping for mommy and me styles. It is a dream come true for a local mom. She has created the shop that features styles for fashionistas from a few days old to the young age of 100. This is Blush.
Blush is a dream that I had to dress my daughter like me because she came out looking like the spitting image of her dad. And so I was like, you know what, I just have to clothe you like me. And so, I always had fun shopping for her and dressing her. I'd worked in clothing retail most of my life, so I was like, yeah, let's do our own thing. I want it to be a really unique experience, especially for like when kids come in, that they can shop and get all the trends that the adults are getting too. They can find all kinds of things if they are getting dressed up for family pictures or something to match or coordinate with a sibling or family. It makes it a really good experience for them. Sizing wise, we actually start at 0 to 3, so I can dress as little as a newborn. And then I can go all the way up to adult. Most of the kids' fashions do go up to about 5T, 6 and 7 on some of them. But then the graphic tees and things like that I make in-house, and those can be whatever size that they need. You'll find versatile things all over. I love anything that can be a convertible item, so something that you can wear in the summer or the fall, something that you can put a jacket over, just any type of like miniature fashion too that matches the fashion trends. It's really cool to see little kids wearing that because everything's cuter when it's tiny. There are lots of gifts throughout the whole store. I like to have something for everyone, so there's a lot of new baby or new mom gifts, but then there's also the gifts for the wine lover, the dog lover, the people that just, love to drink coffee. I just launched the Blush Box. It's a collaboration that I did with some other local makers. I have an exclusive drink mix that's a strawberry lemonade drink mix. I have an exclusive candle scent and then Blush exclusive chocolates. So we have pink chocolate covered Oreos, and it is available to purchase online. You can send it to a friend, you can gift it, you can buy it for yourself. Isley brings a lot of fun energy to the store. She's constantly running around, dancing, making videos. Isley's definitely the biggest inspiration for me. I had a really good relationship with my mom. Unfortunately, my mom and dad passed away last fall, so getting to really connect and be that mom for my little girl has been something that's been really huge for me and important too. When she comes in the store, she just gets to be that life of the party and kind of talk to everyone that comes in like an adult, constantly just acting like a little miniature adult, which is actually part of the reason I made the Tiny Teenager sweatshirt, because she really is her own little tiny teenager that has all the sass and all the confidence in the world, and that's just something that I want other people to be able to take away too. Blush should definitely be a place that you shop because it's fun. I like that it's kind of an extension of my house. I don't want it to feel just like a place that you have to shop. I want it to feel like a place that you can just hang out and you can come and sit. Your kids can play with my kid, you can have a conversation with me and just kind of relax for a little while.
You'll find Blush Boutique in North Canton. Now, here's another trip that's worth making. There is a bakery in Chardon that specializes in cookies, and it's definitely worth a visit.
Dia's for Delicious is a cookie shop in Chardon, and yes, we just make cookies. We specialize in decorated sugar cookies. We do a lot of orders for people's special events in life, baby showers, weddings, anniversaries, funny events. People have ideas for every way to celebrate. I decorated my first cookie 12 years ago. It was just a very fun adventure. I have 3 daughters, and my oldest daughter at that time was about 4 years old. She has special needs, and so I discovered cookies as kind of this therapeutic adventure. I always tell people God gave me cookies as a life preserver, because I started decorating cookies and I just forgot about everything. Our cookies really are delicious. They're not just pretty to look at, they're actually soft and delicious. I think it's unlike a lot of pretty cookies you see out there where they look really beautiful, but they're not quite the best flavor or something. But these kind of are all of those things. And so I'm really lucky. I had a friend share this recipe with me many years ago, and they truly are super delicious too. So we always say cute cookies for cute people.
What's the Delicious Duo?
The duo is half chocolate chip cookie and half of a chocolate with white chip cookie. So it's kind of like a brownie on the one side and chocolate chip on the other side. It's like the best of both worlds. We don't mess around with the size. We're like, go big or go home. So our cookies are pretty large. We always have our 3 main flavors, the oatmeal raisin, the chocolate chip, and the Delicious Duo, and every month we rotate a 4th flavor into the equation. I love to try out new things. We always brainstorm, what do you think we should do? We like to change it up. So we have cake pops, we have some dipped pretzels, dipped Oreos. We just kind of try out new things and see what the response is. Sometimes things are well received, sometimes they're kind of a flop, but I just love it that we have the opportunity to try anything delicious. It's like the name kind of encompasses anything we can try that's delicious. Cookies are just a great meeting place for having a fun treat, and who doesn't love cookies? I think you need to come on out and try for yourself.
D is for Delicious is located in Chardon, and she also has a variety of cookie decorating classes, so keep that in mind. All right, we're not done just yet. Still ahead, the secret to adding more flavor to those home-cooked meals. It's a simple way to jazz up dinner. Add more flavor with the help of the Tilted Olive.
Tilted Olive is a boutique of olive oils and vinegars from all around the world. I have over 50 varieties of olive oils and vinegars. I have extra virgin that are just plain and different intensities, so a robust olive oil will be a little bit more bitter and pungent in taste than a medium or mild that has a little bit more fruitiness. They're all extra virgin, and extra virgin is all cold pressed, no heat added, straight from the tree, straight to the processing. It's so easy to use. I mean, as simple as using it on a salad, you know, the oil and the vinegar in a salad and kicking up a salad, drizzling it on corn, roasting your vegetables, marinating it in meat, drizzling it on pasta. There's so many easy ways. You don't have to be a chef to use this. I have one that's called a Tuscan herb, and it has 3 different herbs in it and some garlic. I mean, it's just wonderful just to dip bread in, roast your vegetables. It pairs nicely with, I have another Neapolitan herb that's a balsamic. It pairs wonderfully with that. The balsamic grape is only grown in Modena, Italy. So I have dark balsamics and light balsamics, 2 different kinds of grapes. I probably have over 20 different varieties. My most popular is the Neapolitan herb. It has, again, 3 or 4 different herbs in it and garlic kick to it. It's a little bit more rich and robust. On the lighter side, I have a peach that's been wonderful. People grill vegetables and drizzle that on top as a finisher. And that's probably my number 2 seller. What we provide is ultra premium product. You know what you're getting. It's wonderful tasting, it's good for your health, and you know, I try to change people from, grew up on butter, and I changed, and it's been wonderful.
The Tilted Olive is located in Fairlawn. Okay, our final stop is in Conneaut, so you can sit down for a great meal and leave the cooking to the experts at the Crispy Biscuit and Charlie's.
Charlie's and Crispy Biscuit are kind of 2 of our businesses that we morphed into one. The Crispy Biscuit was a few doors down, and we were at a point where we kind of had to move the business, so we moved it into Charlie's, which was cool because then we have breakfast, lunch, and dinner all under one roof. The name The Crispy Biscuit came about one day. My husband and I were talking about what would we name the breakfast restaurant when we open it. I said, how about the Crispy Biscuit? And he started laughing really hard, and I'm like, that's it. The biscuits and gravy are our #1 menu item for breakfast, so it worked perfectly. 2 buttermilk biscuits with homemade sausage gravy. It has a tiny bit of spice, but not too much. We have everybody from little kids to grandmas and grandpas that love the biscuits and gravy. Charlie's started as kind of just a little sandwich shop. That was our intention. Our goals were very, very small when we opened it. My husband and I both had 9 to 5s, and we both love to cook. So he said one day, do you want to just quit our jobs and open a sandwich shop? And I'm like, no. But you know, after a few months of talking about it and really getting it going, we were like, we can actually do this. Like, we can actually make this work. Charlie's has kind of evolved too. We went from just doing sandwiches and you know, a couple easy fried food items to now having, I think, 65 menu items plus specials every day. The most iconic is definitely the gigantic sub, which is obviously named after us. Our last name is Giganti, and we just added a C, but it is an 18-inch loaf of bread with all hand-cut Italian meats on the sandwich, and it's super affordable. It can feed your whole family, and it's our staple. The Mama Donna is the sandwich that everybody goes, oh, I don't know, and then once they have it, that's all they get. The Mama Donna is a grilled peanut butter, jelly, and bacon sandwich. We actually press it in the panini, so everything kind of melts together, and it's different. And a lot of people are kind of skeptical, but it is It's delicious. Every name of our sandwiches is particular to somebody we know. The Billy is our meatball sub. My dad's name is Bill, and he is our biggest critic. So when we were perfecting our meatball recipe for the sub, I would have my dad taste them. And I would say, taste this meatball, and he'd say, too much salt, and try again. So then I'd go and I'd try again, and we'd do it again, and too much pepper, and we'd try again. And finally, when we got it just right, he said, that's the perfect meatball. And I'm like, okay, this is your sandwich then. You can do anything you want here. Wow, we have no rules. Everything is served to go style. You can sit down and eat it here. You can eat on our patio, or you can take it to go. You can go to the lake. My husband and I both have grease in our blood, so we love cooking. We love to develop the weird different sandwiches. Our kids come in and help work. So, you know, this is just our livelihood and what keeps us going. We're motivated every day to come here. So when you're happy to go to work, it's great.
So you can visit the Crispy Biscuit and Charlie's on Park Avenue in Conneaut. And that wraps up our hour of sweets, shopping, and things just to make you smile. You can find that complete list of featured destinations on our website at fox8.com. And hey, while you're there, drop us a line. Let us know where you'd like to see us go next. We love hearing from you. I'm Natalie Herbeck, and I'll see you on the next New Day Cleveland.